Everyone, I'm Shazia. I work with Illuminations. I work as an energy healer, and most of my work is around energetic area. And some of the modalities which I practice is Reiki, access bars, crystal healing, angel reading, and there is something with this modality called Lamafera, and I do some shamanic work which is called Moneki as well. So most of my work is around energy healing area, and I welcome you all to this webinar. We will be talking about relationships, and we will be talking how we can raise our bars in a relationship with the help of the modality called access consciousness, access bars. Okay. Um, and just in case, in between our webinar, if you would like to ask any questions, please you can write it down, and I will address it, one by one. And yeah, so hopefully we will have a nice time. So before starting, I would just wait a couple of more minutes for more people to join in, just in case. Okay, it's already time now, so let me start. Um, so firstly, let's talk a little about a relationship. Yeah. Um, I want to address here is, when we get into a relationship, what is the purpose? We need to ask this question to ourselves first. What is the purpose I want to be in a relationship? Um, is it just for survival of two people, or is it because you want to have an adventure? Okay. So if you want to be more than just a surviving couple, or you want something else, or you want to thrive in that. And thriving is all about abundance. It is the target. It is not just living together, it is functioning together. What is the difference between living together and functioning together? What would you say? What comes in your mind? When I ask this question, what does it mean for you to be living together, and what does it mean to be functioning together? When two people live, as per my own view, my interesting point of view about living together is just like you eat together, you sleep together, or maybe you sit together, but you are not present with each other. Okay, but when you are functioning together, that means that you are living each and every moment, and you are present with each other in each and every moment. Okay, it is about having somebody who will be contributing in your growth as much as you can, and having somebody who can support in growing as much as they can. So it's about, about growth of two people, not just one person. Okay, when contribution is present in the relationship, you can work together, you can thrive together, you can accomplish three things in short amount of time. Each person knows what their strength is. One person can be very good at householding, one person can be very good at earning money, one person can be very very creative, one person can be very very practical. So it is all about how you complement with each other, and not how you compete with each other. Okay, so like I said, each person knows what their strength is, and if they are willing to ask each other for anything, and they don't need to be thankful and validated. Yeah, most of the time in relationship, what we seek every time is validations. How do I look? How do I cook? Am I making good enough money for you? Are you happy with me? Are you not happy with me? And all of those sort of things. When somebody contributes to your life, they do what they are better at, and you do what you are better at. Yeah, and neither one of you has a point of view or a judgment about it. How amazing is that? Can you imagine a relationship with that, where there is no judgment at all, no point of view at all? every time you being just present with each other and thriving, and just be open. What often happens when you get into a relationship is you either try to prove you don't need the other person doing by doing things that you are not good at, or you ask them to do things for you and they begin to resent the fact that you are always asking them to do things for you. And basically that is not being contribution, you know there is not being contribution, because it is all verbal, it is nothing energetic, there is no connection in this. Yeah. So when we talk about consciousness and when we talk about spirituality, so consciousness and spirituality are not exclusive of one another, but neither they are the same. They are like two separate things. A lot of people do spirituality, but they approach it from a viewpoint. They will always have a point of view about it. Okay. And like, for example, when I say viewpoint, for example, I am right, you're wrong, this is good, this is bad. Okay. When this happens, spirituality becomes another form of religion, and it creates separation rather than communion. Have you ever wondered about it? I don't know. I wasn't like that before. So what is separation? How do we create separation? Okay, this is something we really need to think about. This is something we really need to ponder about, especially when we are being in relationship. Now, here, when I am talking about relationships, I'm not only talking about romantic ones. I'm talking about each and every relationship which we have in our life. Okay, so like if we ask this question to ourselves, that what is communion or what is separation, the difficulty with most spiritual pursuits is that they do a lot of judgment judging. Consciousness unlike consciousness unlike this kind of spirituality includes everything and judges nothing. So if I ask you what consciousness is, many people give me answer like, being awake, being present, being this, being that. But the main idea behind consciousness is the consciousness includes everything and judges nothing. Okay? There is no judgment involved in consciousness. When you are being judgmental, you are not conscious. You are into the barriers and the limitations of your judgments. Judgments creates limitations. Consciousness, it helps you get rid of your limitations. Does consciousness include spirituality? Does it include sexualness? This is the question. This is one more question which I get a lot. Yes, it does. It does include spirituality. It does include sexualness. The problem with judging is that every judgment you make stops you from receiving anything that doesn't match the judgment. Okay. For example, okay, let's take an example. If you decide that your partner is the perfect mate, then you become unwilling to see when they do something against you. The moment you judge your partner for being perfect, you stop perceiving, and you also stop your receiving. Have you ever thought about this? I will repeat this. Let's take this as an example. If you decide that your partner is a perfect mate or perfect being, what do? You stop perceiving and receiving, and you just judge your partner to be perfect, and you become very unwilling to see when they do something against you. Okay. You decide that they are perfect, and then you cannot see anything else. You can't perceive or receive any information. You won't see the ways in which they do not contribute to making your life more expansive. Okay. When two people come together, their energy should become more and more expansive. Their auric field should expand. It should not be contracting. It should not limit you. It should not contract. Okay. You won't see when they are doing something against you. You stop being present in your relationship as the all-knowing infinite being that you truly are, and you begin to eliminate you from your relationship. How you begin to eliminate you from your relationship? Like, you start having those, small nagging and small fights wherein, you are always, and, especially women's, they are called a nag. Okay. Why? Because you want to make something happen, you want your partner to do something, and they just don't. Okay. So, which is why, when we talk about functioning together and not just living together, many of women's and men's, it is, we are talking about, from both ends. They complain about their partner being not supportive and not contributive enough. Why do you think this happens? Because they are only living together, they are not functioning together. We all need help and support and contribution when we live together. We all do. Okay, it's we are not capable in, maybe in some way, or they are more capable in that way. So that is where the contribution is involved, that is where you need more contributed contribution. Okay. So if you are experiencing a limitation or a difficulty in your life, be it around sex, be it around relationship, be it around anything else, um, there has to be something that you are unwilling to receive or perceive. No, receive and perceive. In fact, if anything in your life is not working, it is because you are unwilling to perceive, know, be, or receive something. That is how a relationship becomes very, very limited and unhappy at the same time. In fact, it's the only way our reality becomes limited. Now, when we talk about limitations, limitations can be around anything, not just one thing. Okay, when you go out into the woods, just imagine yourself, you walking in a garden or so, or going out, you being alone. Okay, you are alone and you go out on a beach or maybe in woods, or anywhere where it is, silent, serene. You do not have any judgment about anything there. Your mind is very, very quiet, your mind is very still, very peaceful. Everything is very peaceful and calm. There is a sense of beauty. You are in total and complete connection with everything. How do you make this connection? You are present there. You are just, your whole being, your entire molecules, your entire cellular system is present. This space you feel in nature is the communion you have with all things, which is consciousness and oneness. It's like you become tree, you become the lake, you become the grass, you become the flower. They are not separate from you. It's like you are present with each and every molecule of the woods, the beach. There isn't anything that we haven't been done in one lifetime or the other. If we can claim the so-called evil side of ourselves as easily as we can claim the so-called good side, then we won't spend our time trying to judge what is right, what is wrong, all that duality we live in about us, and we all move into the place of oneness and consciousness at the same time. What we are looking for now is to get oneness with relationship and copulation. Um, I would ask you guys, have you ever felt one with your partner? So just let's just talk about romantic relationship for now. Have you ever felt that you are just one and not two people, just one consciousness? How many have you? How many of you have actually felt that way? And how many times have you felt that way? Yeah. So what we are looking for now is to get oneness with relationship and copulation. If you can do this without judgment, then you have freedom. But as long as you have judgment, you have no freedom. Why am I talking about judgment a lot here? Yeah, because judgment stops you from being aware, judgment stops you from being present, judgment makes you limited. in every aspect, in every aspect of your life, not in just your romantic life, but every aspect of your life. When you suppress yourself with the judgment that you are bad or anything else, you create a limitation that eventually locks you out of you. You just stop being present, is what I mean. Okay. Now, this is how relationships becomes toxic. When you are when I say when we talk about presence, when we talk about judgments, okay, when you keep constantly judging your partner for each and everything, this constant nag, and both of you not being present with each other, both of you not functioning together, that is at the time your relationship becomes the toxic one. You create negative chords with your partner, and what happens? Eventually, you just fall apart, and you fall apart in a very, very bad way. In spirituality, we always believe that when someone comes into your life, there is always a contribution, and when that contribution is finished, you either separate, or then there is a choice of your soul. You might live together also, but you might even separate. So it really, really depends, and it really depends on the choices you make. Your life is all about the choices you make. So always, in case if you're getting into, in a new relationship, if you're getting into a new partnership, always ask this question: what contribution can I be? What contribution can I receive? Okay, and here we are not looking, when we are asking this question, we are not looking for answer. We are just seeking awareness of our bodies, awareness of our consciousness. Okay. So one clearing statement which I always share with people I work with my students, with my clients, is a judgment clearing statement. So this judgment clearing statement is, I'll say a statement, and you just say yes, together with me. So let's do a clear judgment clearing statement. So all the point of views, judgments, separations, rejections, computations we have about our relationship, our partner, and about each other, about this webinar. Shall we all destroy an uncreated time zillion? Yes, right and wrong, good and bad, hot and pop, online shorts, boys and beyonds. Okay, what, and always ask this question: what adventurous day am I going to have? Adventure will show up in all form. It can show up at your workplace. It can show up even if you are someone who is a homemaker. The adventure will show up at your at your home. Adventure will show up with your boyfriend, with your girlfriend, with your wife, with your husband. It can be with anybody. So when you ask something of universe, the universe can't wait to show you. You just need to ask. You ask and you will receive. Okay. So to begin, there are couple of questions that we can consider. So when I say you can ask these questions to yourself, it is all about asking for awareness again. If you would like, you can ask, you can write these questions down. So first question which needs to be asked in when we if you are going to any troublesome relationship, or if you are getting into some new relationship, is first, what questions you need to ask to create a relationship you want. That is the first question. You will get awareness in all forms. You know, what would it take for a relationship to work for you, not for anyone else? For you, not for anyone else. I will repeat that. What would it take for a relationship to work for you and not for anyone else? Okay, and like I said, always wait for awareness. Your awareness will show up, and it will come like you like a epiphany, like you had an aha moment. Oh yeah, this is, I asked this question and universe has shown me. Okay, one more question which you can ask is, what would it take for me to feel expansive in my relationship? Okay, what would it take to feel expansive in my relationship? Now, when I say expansive, so let's talk about being expansive. we all have auric field. We are all aware about it. We all have we all have certain aura which we emit. We all have certain energetic system which we, positivity which we emit. So our aura being, how expansive our auric field is it's really important to know. Yeah. Um, what so how to get it more expansive, or how to get your aura stronger? See, if your vibrations are higher, your aura is strong. Your aura is your energetic field is expansive. When you and how do you have high vibrations? When you are happy, when you are joyful, okay, when you are abundant, when you are prospered, when you are living in prosperity. This is all high vibrational emotions. Okay, now what are low vibrational emotions, and what can take your vibrations down, and what can make your auric field contracted is feeling fearful, feeling sad, feeling unhappy, feeling not prosper, or all the opposites, all the opposites. What happens when you are vibrationally low is like it creates a hole in your auric system. It also invites a lot of other people's energy, because your vibrations is matching with another unhappy vibration, and your vibration it will get even more low because it doubles it up. Okay. Similarly, positive energy, when you come in contact with positive energy, your vibration feels expansive. Okay. It is very, very important to keep your vibrations high so that your aura is always expansive. When you are in a relationship, if you have fights, if you are angry on each other, if you are judgmental about each other, what will happen? You will contract your auric field, and you will attract even more negativity in your life. Yeah. The more and more negativity you attract, less and less aware you are, and less present you are in relationship. Okay, again we come into presence and consciousness, because being mindful, being present is the most important and key for a happy and prosperous relationship. Okay, so the one more question: what would it take for you to perceive the possibility and not the limitation? When we talk about possibility and limitations, here I want to talk about expectations. What happens is, when we are in a relationship, not just the romantic one, even in the other ones, when in our other relationship, like we tend to expect a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot. And with my own experience, I have seen, even working with different type of people, I have seen that expectations are always followed, is always followed by lots and lots of disappointment. When it is a, and disappointment is also a low vibrational emotion. Once you start feeling uh, you know disappointed, you start judging people. When you start judging people, or you start judging your partner, that's where all the toxicity begins. Your relationship starts to begin toxic. Okay, so it is very, very important that you release all form of judgment. Always, always, whenever you get up in the morning, but before you go to sleep, just say to yourself, I destroy and uncreate all the judgments I have about myself and my partner and my relationship. Okay, this is how you release all the negativity you might have stored throughout the day for your partner and your relationship. When you release that, when you wake up in the morning, next morning, you wake up with possibilities and not more expectations. You getting what I mean? Okay, so when you are living in possibilities and not expectation, when you get rid of your expectations, what happens is you open lots and lots of doors for you. When you are expecting, when you are living in expectations, you are only expecting certain things. Okay, but when you let all the doors open, you don't know which might just open up, and just you might invite so much happiness in your life, so much joy in your life, so much joy in your relationship. Okay, I hope this is making sense to all of you. Yeah, please go ahead and ask questions. It will be really helpful for me to elaborate more on this topic. Please write down your questions. I'll be very happy to answer them. Okay, so moving ahead, one more question which you can ask to yourself in your relationship is, what would it take for you to stop judging your own self and your partner or mate, and to recognize that you have a different choice? I will repeat that again. What would it take for you to stop judging yourself and your mate, and to recognize that you have a different choice? You know what happens? Uh, when we live in a society, we are born and brought up in a way wherein we always have been told that we have limited choice, or we learn to believe, or we grow to believe that we have limited choices, or sometimes no choice at all. Yeah, so this happens in most of the cultures. Okay, not, it is not limited to one culture, it is not limited to one I don't want to have a sexist comment, but it is same for men's and women's. It is not just only for women's. So so what we have to understand, and we have to make our energy system, our molecules understand that we do have a choice. Yeah, we do have a choice. So, access consciousness or access bars, the first gift which I myself personally received from them is to acknowledge that I have a choice. I can choose for myself. I can choose to be joyful. I can choose to be happy. I can choose to have money. I can choose to have abundance. Okay, it is our own awareness. So the first thing which access consciousness will give, which gave me was choice. Maybe my energetic system did not, my consciousness did not know that I had choices. So what gift are you willing to receive from access consciousness? Access bars is one modality which will help you release all your blockages. It will help you release most of your blockages in your life, and you can create a phenomenal life. I will talk more about how it works later on. So by asking this question, uh, to stop judging and to recognize that you have a different choice, you not only give yourself the choice to be happy, you also give your partner the choice to create more and more happiness. Happiness is something which is state of being. You just have to be happy. You don't have to buy happy. You cannot go out and just buy happiness. It is just state of being. Okay, you can try to change what is not working into something what will work for you, or you can do something entirely different. It is all possible. What else is possible is a question you should ask always. What else is possible? What else is possible? What else is possible? Ask this question three to at least 10 to 11 times in a day, and just wait for universe to show you all sort of possibilities, all set of possibilities. You have already insulted your life, sorry, instituted your life as it is. Would you like something different, or would you like to stick with what you have got? Don't try to fix your life or change it. Choose something different. We tend to like work on it, fix it. Like, what needs fixing? What needs fixing? The thing which is broken, right? Isn't it? When something is broken, you need to fix it. When something is about to break, you need to fix it. But what if you have a complete set of different choices available for you? Have you ever thought about that? So rather than trying to fix it, when you use different set of words in your relationship, that can also create phenomenal changes. When you say that I will choose to be a better person, it's you create more possibilities. When you say I will fix myself, it's like you acknowledge that you are already broken. Yeah, so choose the words wisely, especially when you talk to yourself, when you are alone, when you talk to your own self, because each cell of your body, your molecular system, is listening to what you are talking to yourself. Okay, and it will, it helps you manifest things. So always say, always try to say something that I choose to be this, or I choose to be this, rather than I will fix myself and I will be this. Hmm? Okay. So so there is, one more question which you can ask yourself. um, what adventure, like I said this, I will repeat that again. I said this in the beginning. What adventurous life or relationship or day I can have? So I will ask you a question. Would you be willing to go on an adventure of your life and discover just how much of you has have you been hiding all this time? You would like to claim all the parts and pieces of you that you have divorced so that you can fit in this 10% reality. You can always go back to the cesspool if you like to, if you don't like the clear pool. We don't mind what you choose, so as long as you have the choice. Okay, like nobody will mind. You just have to acknowledge that you have the choice. The greater possibilities is there for you. The only thing you have to do is choose anytime you are ready. Anytime you are ready. I will now talk about how you will have more choices and more possibilities available in your life. I have been talking about access consciousness. I started with this. So, access consciousness has a therapy called access bars. Access bars is 32 points on your head. You know, it's all around this area. These 32 points are all reflecting in one or the certain areas of your life. For example, money, control issues, creativity, creating connections, sexuality, body, joy, sadness, healing, power bands, and many more. Okay, so these when you run these bars, what happens is it works on your neuro pathways. It helps your brain to slow down. It helps you to defragment all the files you are in your storage system, in your database, which is no longer in use, or which is no longer serving for your highest purpose. Okay, it helps you to release all of that. It helps you to release, make space for new opportunities to show up. What happens many times is, like, opportunity is available, it is there right in front of you, but you are too blinded with, your expectations to acknowledge that the opportunity is available. Okay, I have, when people come and see me here for consultations, they usually they usually ask me, I feel stuck, I don't feel that I have a way out, I feel I'll be like this forever. But you know what? This is something that you have already decided for yourself. What if you just come out of it? What if you just make a different choice? Yeah, access bars helps you in that. It is access bar is a modality in which, it's a touch therapy. You use your fingers. We as therapists, we use our fingers and help you release all your judgments, all your point of views, all your separations, your everything which is not working out for you, all those extra information which you have, which you are storing, which doesn't make any sense to you anymore. We help you to release all of that. And what happens is, you will feel like you have been meditating for 2 3 hours. You just have to lie down, therapist work on you. The session might be um, talkative, it might be a silent session, depends on, how a therapist feels. Okay, it works. Sorry. Okay, the noise is very annoying. Okay, is it still noisy? Because there is some maintenance work going on. I'm really sorry about that. Please bear with me. Uh, so I was telling you, yeah, it will just go off in few minutes. So please bear with me. Um, So yeah, I was telling you that this bar session will help you to release a lot of negativity. It will help you to release your overthinking. It will slow down your brain waves. It will help you. create new possibilities. So creation is always in your hands. Creating relationships, creating partnerships, creating life forms. It is all in your hands. Getting a bar session done will help you to choose different set of possibilities. So you can come down to Illuminations, have a consultation done, and get a bar session done. Bar session is very helpful. It is very helpful. The best thing about bars is you don't need to talk. You don't need to relive whatever you're going through. For example, if the client has faced an abuse, a verbal abuse or a physical abuse, they don't have to talk about it. They don't have to you know feel about it. We just, it can a couple of sessions and it will, the energy of abuse will just go. It works wonderfully on depression. It works wonderfully on anxiety. I have even had successful results in getting rid of all psychosomatic disorders, and also if my client is on any medication, psychiatry medication. Medication, what it does is like they numb your body, and access bars, getting the session done, will help you to get more awareness of your body. So I always say this to my clients, and I always say this in my classes, that your heart and your mind might confuse your brain might be in confusion. Your heart might mislead you, but the awareness of your body will never mislead you. If you are completely aware and completely in sync with your body, if you can just ask questions to your body will answer it. It will help you choose the right partner for you. It will help you choose right job for you. So awareness of your body will help you always, every time. Okay, and access bars will help you to get in touch with your awareness. It will help you with your consciousness. It will help you release your judgments, your point of views. It will help you to be more present, more mindful about each and every aspects in your life. Okay, so all you got to do is you got to do is choose. You can come here, you can come to Illuminations, get in touch. You can have a free consultation with us. You can always avail first free consultation, 30 minutes a year. We will also give you experiential session of access bars, um, and you can then decide whether you want to go for a full session. Full session of 32 points takes about 45 minutes to an hour. So getting an hour long session is always advisable. If you book a consultation followed by a session, it gives us 90 minutes, so we can talk about your issues, we can address your issues, we can help you solve your problems. Also, we can do a complete bar session, which will when you get out of the session, you will feel completely stress free. Your body feels lighter. It feels like one of my client feedback was, I feel like I have lost 10 kgs right after the session, because he or she was feeling very heavy for so long. And just after one session, it was so impactful for her, that she felt like she lost so much weight. It is the emotional weight or energetic weight, which she meant. It's not the physical weight, yeah. Just to be clear about it. But yes, it can also help you lose weight. How? Your body will, as I said, it works on your awareness and consciousness. So your body will be very, very conscious and very aware what you are taking in and what you are taking out. Okay? It will help you decide which food is best for you, which food is not. Okay, so your access bars not only helps you emotionally, and it also helps you physically. It works wonderfully also on aches and pains. Okay, though it is on your head, but when we run body bars, joy and sadness bars, and healing bars, it automatically works on your neuro pathways. It automatically works on your cells, and it helps you to release any aches and pains and chronic problems. I have also had good results with PCOD and issues like, again, anxiety issues, panic attacks, um, borderline disorders, any what else? What else? Um, yeah, ADHD. It helps in so many psychological disorders. You just have to get your sessions done quickly, and you'll get rid of your pills in just couple of sessions. Getting rid of psychiatry pills is the first thing I work on, if at all, if my client is taking them. Yeah. Also, one more thing which is very important, which I want to address is you can always have you can learn bars because I can facilitate, I teach bars as well, so you can always learn bars for yourself, and you can heal yourself, you can heal your people around you. You can always be available. You can always, you always have a clearing statement with you to get done. And when you take the class, it gives you so much, it opens up so much more possibilities in your life. The I remember, one of my clients, she came to me one day, and she was like, I lost my job, and I don't know what to do, and so on. And I said, okay, let's do a bar session. Let's see what opens up for you. And we did a bar session. And after that, I have never seen her. But one fine day, I receive a message, and she's like, you know what? I got a session done with you, and the next day I received the offer I was waiting for, and she's happily working now. So she comes to me, once in a while to get a bar session done, because life gets stressful. Every now and then, so it helps you release all your stress also. So for some people it might just take one session, 1 hour is enough, and for some people it might take couple of sessions, it might take number of sessions for some people. So it really depends on what you are dealing with. Learning bars is always, you can always have that as an option, because it will help you eventually. It will create the difference you want in your life. Yeah, it will help. I have also done couple sessions which also which has improved the relationship between them a lot, and they have become very very harmonic with each other. And they have I would say that they have been living together for long. Now they have started functioning together with the point which we started a session with. Yeah. So couple of advantages which bars can give you. Getting a bar session can give you that. It gives you a very very deep relaxation, and if you are dealing with any insomnia or anything, it can help you get rid of it, and it can get you non-interrupted sleep. It improves manageability of depressive and anxious tendencies. It easily shifts negative thought patterns and limiting beliefs. So everywhere you are, negative behavior, all of that. It can clear you physically, emotionally. It can just make you clutter free. Change and often remove physical pain in the body. So it is believed that if you take continuous 10 sessions of bars, it can change the blueprint of your body. Significant increase in joy and happiness, because there are certain points which is joy and happiness, sadness. So it will, all the you release all the considerations you have about happiness. It helps you improve your mood and maintain a positive outlook. Like, it will help you how you react to certain things. It will give you greater mental clarity, motivation, problem solving capacity. Basically, when you are overthinking, you are confused. So when you get a bar session done, it helps you to get rid of all those overthinking, all those unwanted thoughts, and it will make your brain and make your thought patterns more productive. It will help you identify and transform negative self-talk. Like I said, what words, what you talk with yourself is very very important. So once you get rid of that negative self-talk, uh, you can imagine what you can create with yourself. It helps you to release unconscious stories that keeps you from having what you want. I want to elaborate on this. So many times what happens is, if someone is dealing with an unhappy relationship, they tell you that, and if you are not in relationship, you tend to believe that all relationships are like that. Especially, we sometimes we have grown up in a very very toxic parenthood. which is not always. I wouldn't blame them because that's how they are. I won't blame parents, but if you're not changing anything for yourself, it is your fault. Okay, so if you feel that you have been brought up in a toxic environment where the parenting was really really toxic, you should acknowledge that, and you should take that as a first healing step. Okay, so these stories which help you which stops you from getting from having a proper relationship. Many people just don't want to be in relationship because they have been in a very toxic environment because of these relationships. So it's very important that we acknowledge that. Okay, yeah, so moving on. Bar session can help you be more generative as it clears all the blocks, and it improves your receiving. So, when we are born and brought up in our conditioning environment, we are taught how to share things, we are taught how to give things, we are taught how to sacrifice things, but we are never taught how to receive. In fact, um, we are brought up by believing that receiving is bad. So it's very, so what happens is when we grow up in a way where we kind of close down our channels, and we are always insistent on giving things rather than receiving it. So joyful receiving is also very very important. Yeah, uh, when we start uh, receiving not only from others. When I talk about receiving not only from others, receiving from our own self, like some women, they tend to shop, but they still, and they feel guilty about it. Yeah, and they become shopaholic, but they are never happy. So that doesn't bring them joy. So the problem is not receiving from our own self. So when we cannot receive from our own self, how will we receive from others? Yeah. So which is why positive self-talk is also very very important. This will bars will help you create that change in your life, and you will start your receiving. It will help you open up your channels, receiving channels. And it is not only receiving, not only in terms of money, receiving in terms of love, money, care, prosperity, abundance, everything wherever it involves receiving opportunities, receiving career, receiving maybe a higher position at your workplace. It can be anything. Yeah. So lastly, but not the least, it creates change with health, weight, relationship, stress, and so much more. Um, so much more is like, why I said so much more, because it is not limited. If I tell you certain things, it will become limited. So bars can create it creates unlimited opportunities in your life. So I would highly suggest you that book a consultation, book an experiential consultation, and see how it works out for you. It will really help you so much in your life that it is unimaginable. Bar session will not only help you with your relationship, it will help you with so much more. Not only just relationship, you know, over the time, by practicing so much, I have stopped using the word relationship. I've started using the word creationship. When two people come together and they create, not just they create lives. They just don't create for each other, but they also create for themselves. When two consciousness are involved, when there is a collective consciousness involved, it helps you to create faster. When I say creation, it is not only limited to creating babies. It is all aspects of life. So everywhere you are unwilling to receive, just destroy and uncreate all of that, and just start to receive everything. Yeah, just get rid of all your judgments and start to receive. Yeah, I have if you need to ask any questions, please go ahead and ask me now. I'll be addressing your questions. So let me just see. So one question is like, is it working like acupressure on the head, or tapping? Um, Similar. It is quite similar, but different at the same time. Yes, there are pressure points on certain areas. It helps you release all the blockages in that area. So it is similar to acupressure, and it is similar to massage, but it is not exactly massage because it is working on your energetic system, not only your physical body. It is working on your energetic system, your receiving channels. Okay, I hope I have answered you. If not, please ask more questions. With such amazing results, it's no wonder that people have been curious about it. Even science, science is behind this. It is most important preliminary scientific study by leading neuroscientist Dr. Jeffrey Fannin. I will repeat, Dr. Jeffrey Fannin has discovered that access bars has positive neurological effect. It is very, very similar to those experienced by advanced meditators, and it produces these results immediately. You know what does advanced meditators means? When you have been practicing meditations for decades, when nothing can, when you cannot, when your mind cannot be diverted, it cannot be confused. Those are called as advanced meditators. So getting an access bar session can give you that type of effect. Okay. So, and what else is possible? What else is possible? So, the next thing which is possible for you now is like you can always have a consultation done. Um, you can always check my availability. You can check, you can call our reception and let them know that you would like to book a session or you would like to book a consultation with me. If at all you are not willing to come to the center, you can have an online session. You can have a private session done. I can address you more privately then. I can address your questions then. If at all you are worried about the precautionary measures about the COVID situation, we are taking all the precautions. We are disinfecting our center every day. All the protocols, we manage all the protocols of clearing, and it's you'll feel better in in just one session. Okay, I have one more question. It is from, yeah. So how many sessions do I need to get certified? So if we are talking about class, BARS class is a 1 day practitioner's certification. You get a certification from Access Consciousness. Everything is regulated by them. You get registered on their website as a worldwide practitioner. Everywhere you can, they can Google your name and it will be shown. You will be registered practitioner. It is a 1 day class, 1 day 8 hour class. We have our class coming up on 12th of this weekend, this Friday, 12th of February. Just in case if you want to join one. And in the class, you will learn all the bars point. You will learn the clearing statement. You will learn receive. You will learn to receive, and you will learn to give. And there is so much more fun in the class, which we always do. So if at all you want to know more, you can always have a private consultation done with me. The class is on site. It can also be done online, but I suggest and advise people doing it on site because it is very difficult to teach points online. Okay, so if you are on site, I am available with you and I am teaching you all the head points. So it is always advisable and suggested to do the class on site. So on site, 1 day 8 hour class. The energy exchange for it is 1,200 dirhams plus the VAT, 5% VAT. You can even bring the reception again, and they will let you know more about it. And we have all the information available on our Facebook page, on our Instagram page, and all the other information. In case you need more information, you can log on to accessconsciousness.com and go to the bars link, and it will you will have more details about how to do. So hopefully I will wait for you. I will see if you one of you book a consultation. You can always book a consultation online or on site. I am available on board. But I highly suggest that you book a consultation on site so that you will be able to receive an experiential session. And in case if you want to go for a session, you can have a complete session done at the same time. Okay. You can call up and book, or you can even, we have a WhatsApp number available. Also, you can log on to our Facebook page. You can log on to illuminations.ae, and you can read more about our center. Uh, if any more questions, I'm waiting. If you wanna ask me any questions so that I can address it. Yeah, and always ask yourself, how much of my life do I spend rather giving rather than receiving? Always ask this question to yourself. Okay, it is very important that we start our receiving channels because of this pandemic situation which we were facing since last year. I hope we are seeing that things are getting better, but receiving is something which we all have to work on and keep working on. We are stuck in this third dimensional world, and we need to have material things as well. We need to have spiritual things as well. So we need to acknowledge both part of our life. So again, I would say, rather than being in a judgment of good and bad, right and wrong, let's just be present, that and acknowledge that, okay, I need material things and I need spiritual things as well. Judgment we do for ourselves is the worst thing which we do to ourselves. So just before going to sleep today, everyone, let us just all release all our judgments which we have about ourselves and others, and everything that does not allow us to release that, we will all destroy and uncreate it. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pop, online shorts, boys and beyonds. This right and wrong statement, which I'm saying again and again, you will get to learn that in class when you come, or I sometimes teach that to my clients as well, so that they can practice some clearing statements at home. It was so nice talking to you all, and thank you so much for being present in my webinar. I hope that whatever we have discussed and talked today, helps you in some way or the other. If you have more questions, you can, always ask. You can email to our, in our Illuminations info, and your questions will be directed to me. You can always ask my number to Illuminations, and hopefully they will give it to you. And it is always better to come personally and meet me and have a consultation with me here at Illuminations. So one more time again, my name is Shazia, and it was very nice talking to all of you and answering your questions. I hope that it has helped you, and I hope to see you in person, um, hopefully very very soon. Yeah, thank you. And I'll be logging off now. Okay, and all of you have a good night. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.